Hey my lovelies, so we're gonna begin with the skincare, and I'm loving this this routine for skincare right now. So I do a rose cream, moisturizing cream, and Dr. Brandt's deep puffing eye cream. But for this look I just wanted a little bit extra glow, so I gave my skin a little bit more hydration, and this is Josie Maran's Argan Oil. This is one of my favorites. It's super lightweight and it's so hydrating. And also I use MAC Cosmetics Strobe Cream. For lips, I'm using this new product from QUO. It's a coconut oil lip balm, like a lip oil, but it's amazing. I'm absolutely loving this product. And for the high points of my face, I've used MAC Cosmetics Strobe Cream. This is the original one. These steps are pretty optional. If you want to do it. If you don't, it's absolutely fine. I just wanted a little bit more glow. I just wanted the base to be extra glowy for this look. So for primer, I'm using my Touch and Soul US primer mixed with VTL illuminating primer. That was a sample sent to me by Beautylish, so I wanted to try it. And it is pretty good. It did reminded me of a bit of a L'Oreal illuminating primer, so but it's good. I like it. And to fill my pores, even though I used my Touch and Soul US one, I just wanted to add a little bit more coverage for my pores, so I just used the Farsali no pore primer just on my nose where I have the most pores right now, and on my cheeks. For my brows, I used my Benefit Brow and in shade number 5. For my eye base, I'm using my MAC Cosmetics paint pot in shade Soft Ochre. I always go with my paint pot if I know I'm gonna do a very intense eye look and I want a very good base. This is what I go for. Or in most cases I just end up using the same concealer which I used under my brow to highlight it. To set my eye base, I'm using my RCMA no color translucent powder. As I said, these steps hardly ever changes, they always stay the same for me. And for the eye look, the first shade I'm picking up is called Jasper. It's from Makeup Geek Cosmetics. It's their single eyeshadow. So these Z palettes, all the eyeshadows colors, I created it, like I picked it myself. This is not one palette, it's just I just bought a lot of single eyeshadows and I just put them in there. So I'm using the Jasper shade to cut the crease. This is going to be the first cut crease. So I did 3 cut creases for this look. So this is going to be the first one. And now I'm picking the more of army shade, single eyeshadow shade, and I'm going to start blending the first cut crease. So I'm just giving that gradient look to my cut crease. And to do that, I'm going to use my pencil brush. You have to do this step a little slowly. I know it's going to be a very tedious job, but if you do take your time and do it slowly, believe me, you won't have to mess around too much, and you don't even have to clean up too much. Everything would be absolutely fine. I only have to go and touch up or clean up just on my wing, because as I was creating the shape, I just wanted to change the shape. This is a good tip. If you at any point you think your shape is not right, just take a little bit of a concealer on a flat brush and just shape it the way you want it, and then set the concealer again before you go with another color. And I am using my brushes from Sigma and Zoeva. Those are the 2 brushes for mainly for my eye concealer look or eye base look I go for, because they are super good and very easy to work with. Now I'm just going to take a yellow shade from the same palette. Again, it's a single eyeshadow, and I'm just going to add a little bit, a hint of yellow, just because to give that 3D effect. And now I'm going to cut my second crease. For that I'm using my Maybelline Studio Gel eyeliner, and this is in shade Blackest Black. So I've just created the second wing, and I kept the Q-tip right next to me when I was doing this look, because you need it, because if any mistake you want to correct it as you going. So I just cut the second crease with my Studio Gel, and now I'm just filling up the wing using a winged eyeliner brush. And now I'm picking up a green shade from Natasha Denona Tropical palette, and I'm going to cover my lid. Again, I'm going to cover most of my lid. I'm just gonna leave the inner part of my eye, inner corner, blank, because I don't want it to close off my inner corner. I just want to make sure my eyes are still looking nice and big. For the inner corner, I use Artist Couture Summer Haze Diamond Glow powder to highlight that. I had really good music on during this video, just really put me into my groove. For my mascara, I'm using my Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. This is one of my favorites for this kind of looks, because I always wear Huda Beauty lashes in style Scarlet, and you need a good mascara for those, because they are super intense and super fluttery and super dramatic. So you want to make sure your own eyelashes are looking quite lush as well, so they blend together nicely. Now I'm just cleaning up around the wing and under my eyes, because I had a bit of a fallout, and just want to make sure I have a clean canvas to work with. That's why I'm just cleaning up my face, just to making sure everything is looking nice and smooth. Now I'm just going to take my VDL illuminating primer again and just put it under my eyes, because when I cleaned it, the primer just came off, and I'm not gonna have any tackiness or grip on that part if I don't put any primer. Most likely my foundation will move if I don't put any primer there. So for my foundation, I'm using my Hourglass makeup finish stick. Oh my god, this is like 6 o'clock in the morning here. I've been up for a while, and this is my first time doing a voiceover that early in the morning without my coffee, so I can already see how it's going. And I'm going to blend this with the brush first, and now I'm just pressing the foundation in my skin with my beauty blender. This is a super good way to do it, and you want to make sure you don't drag the product, you actually press it in the skin to get that flawless, cakeless skin. For my concealer, for my contour, I'm using my LA Girl Pro Conceal stick, and this is in shade Beautiful Bronze. I love this shade because it's not too minky and it's not too orangey, so it's like a perfect mixture of mink and orange, and it gives you contour and bronziness at the same time. So I personally really like this shade, but then it goes really nicely with my skin tone. But LA Girl is one of those brands which you can get a couple of different shades because they are pretty affordable, and just mix and match and all that. I'm just going to blend my contour first, and for that I'm using a stipple brush, and again I'm just going to press the product in my skin, not move it around a lot, just going to press it first. And now I'm going to take my Jouer Cosmetics full coverage concealer in shade Macadamia. This is one of my super favorites concealers right now. This is the only concealer I find which doesn't crease as much as other concealers under my eye, so I'm absolutely in love with this concealer. It's one of my favorites right now. And I'm going to blend everything with my beauty blender. Again, I'm starting with the pressing motions and making sure I'm pressing the product in my skin before I do anything. So I just press everything in my skin, and then I just take the brushes and just make sure all the harsh edges are nice and smooth. At any point, if you think you need to go back with your foundation brush, take it over everything, and it just smooths out all of the areas. As you can see, I'm keep going back and forwards with my contour and my foundation brush. For my blush, I use Natasha Denona CITRUS palette, and I'm using her cream shade from the palette as my blush base. And then I'm going to use the powder shade, same powder color, everything same, just to set my blush. For highlighter, for cream one, I'm using Jouer Cosmetics highlighter in cream. Shade is champagne. And for the powder, I'm using Mercier Translucent powder to set my face. And I learned this technique from I Love Suravi's what's her name? Well, Daisy did the same thing as well from them, using a puff to set your face. It actually does make a huge difference. You guys need to try it. And now I'm picking up the powder shade to set my blush. And I absolutely love these blush palettes because I am all into cream products and I love using cream products a lot. If I have a choice, I'll use cream products more than powder. So that's why this palette is one of my favorites. For powder highlight, I'm using Dose of Colors highlighter in shade FUEGO. Again, this is one of my favorites highlighter because this particular shade really shows up on my skin so much. For lip liner, I'm using by Terry's lip liner in shade Perfect Nude. It's one of the best nude eyeliners. And for the liquid lipstick, I'm using Jeffree's liquid lipstick in shade Celebrity Skin. This particular liquid lipstick is becoming my obsession. I have been using this pretty much for every look lately. To set everything in place, I'm using my Milani Cosmetics Dewy Skin Finish Setting Spray. Hope you guys like this look. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment section below. Love you all. Take care. Bye.